Get a load of me!
Hey guys, it is me, Kaiden, and welcome to another video. I have allergies right now, so be thankful that I love y'all to do a video, because right now my eye, and I feel like shit, and I look like shit. I look like a death is on my door right now. So anyways, today we are going to be talking about, like you see on the title of the video, I'm going to be talking about my school experience from elementary to high school. As y'all know, I graduated high school this year, and I am super blessed. I'm so glad I did, because I'm out of a hellhole. So, yes. So, without further ado, let's do the intro and get into the video. Alrighty. So, I don't remember much from elementary school when it comes to early years, such as pre-K. The only years I really remember is 3rd grade, a little bit to 5th grade. So yeah, by the way, if I look like I'm squinting, it's probably because I am, because I can only see one eye, and it's the worst eye to have. That's working. So, yeah, so anyways, so let's talk about, the only thing I remember about 3rd grade is, that was the time Miley Cyrus was going through the change, and, I looked her up on an iPad, and I got in trouble. Yeah, also sorry if I wipe my nose. My nose is also running as well. So yeah. I'm so sorry. I don't want to edit out either. So yeah. I like raw footage, and raw footage is amazing. So anyways, I remember I got in trouble for that, and I fell off a ladder, and they told me to get back up and just continue playing over recess. That's all I really remember. And watching Life Sims LPs, that's pretty much it. 4th and 5th grade, that was when the stuff started happening, like me getting bullied and everything. I got bullied a lot for playing with Monster High dolls, and I remember, and other, just overall being feminine. I was a very feminine kid when it came in all my years. I've never really liked boy stuff. I dressed up like Cinderella and all that. So I wasn't very much of a masculine kid. I was always feminine, like I am today. But, you know, if you make me mad, I'll go masculine. But anyways, so, yeah, so pretty much, it was overall just I just got bullied I'll link my old Instagram down in the description, because you can see the bullying that was going on during my whole elementary era of my life. And yeah, so you can see that. But anyways, you can also see during my middle school years, you can't really see it. I don't know. But in 4th and 5th grade, I was bullied a lot. You can see in the Instagram comments down below what was going on. It's called me gay and all that stuff. So you can overall see. 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, though, were the worst middle school years of my life. And that's overall the whole middle school experience. It was pretty bad. I came out when I was gay. I came out when I was gay. I came out gay in 6th grade. Because I knew. And pretty much I came out, and I started getting bullied for that now, and I was starting to get bullied for it. And it was overall just I was getting harassed quite a lot at this middle school. The middle school is Beckley Stratton. It's in Beckley. And we actually did have a lawsuit against them, because a teacher actually bullied my brother, calling him Rain Man. If you don't know who Rain Man is, he is a character that is on the spectrum. I'm not trying to say that in a mean way or anything. I don't really know how to say it that doesn't sound bad. But my brother has ADD, and it was overall just insulting in front of the whole class. So we have a lawsuit for that. But I got bullied quite a lot, and they did nothing about it. My mom even cussed them out, saying what they was doing, and they done nothing about it. And I've reported it multiple times to the people in the office, and they still done nothing about it. That school only really cares about kids that do sports. That's kind of what it is. That's how it's probably forever going to be. But the teachers weren't bad. But that one teacher. So, it wasn't, the teachers weren't bad. It was just the kids. In 6th grade, when I came out and all that, I started getting bullied, but I didn't really care at the time because I was going through a lot during my home life because my parents were getting divorced and just financial situations as well. So I didn't really care until near the end of 6th grade, and they were bullying me constantly. So 7th grade, I was homebound from the beginning of the school year till after the Christmas break happened. So I went back to school around January. Now, I only went for probably about 2-3 months when I came back to Beckley Stratton. And half of it I missed because of the teacher strikes that was going on in West Virginia, so they canceled a lot of school and the snow days, so I didn't really, have school. So pretty much, I didn't really go to school that much. So yeah, so I left around, April. Sorry about my cat. So I left around about March. I left around there. That was when it was really all going on. The whole lawsuit stuff was during my 7th grade year. And I got bullied for that too because it was one of their favorite teachers, and yeah. So yeah, overall my 7th grade, and then I moved to a different middle school because I moved, and that middle school was actually pretty good. Nothing really bad happened. Nothing really happened at all. It was pretty good. I miss that middle school actually. Pretty good middle school. But yeah, so I came back during 8th grade, but it was weird because I lived behind a different middle school. You can't get in that middle school if you lived behind it. But I can't go. So overall, I just it was a problem because I really didn't want to go to a different middle school. I didn't want to go to the Beckley Stratton Middle School. I wanted to go to the Park Middle School, but they couldn't let us in because they didn't have enough room. So yeah, and Beckley Stratton, the way that they had their kids sit at lunch was you had boys on one side and girls on one side. They were strict. You weren't allowed to have phones out. The only thing you could do is really talk to whoever you were sitting with. Yeah. I came back to that school around September, and let me tell you something, that was terrible. It was terrible. It was just overall just a bad experience. 8th grade, the bullying just got even worse. And my mental health really did get affected during 8th grade. The 6th grade it did, but 8th grade it went bad. I would skip school a lot. I think I skipped more school than I actually did attend school. And I remember so there was this exchange student. He didn't speak really much of English. I remember they would bully him, and they would they would talk to him but mock him in a way. So I would try talking to him whenever I could, and I would try to speak Spanish or whatever. I wasn't really good at Spanish. I said he's Google translation, but I'm Spanish too. So so if I met him now, then I could probably talk to him. But overall, it was bad. I did get bullied. I had rumors about me going around saying I wasn't really gay and and they would throw food at me and papers and just a whole bunch of shit go on around it, and it pissed me off the most because I'd done nothing to these people and I ignored it, and near the end of the year they kind of stopped because I just ignored them the whole year. Now when I came back to that school, they were like, "Ew, let him here." I said, "Hell." I said, "Saying hell can let me back in here, babe." So overall, yeah. I can make a whole separate video for middle school, but I want to keep it short and whatever. And yeah, so pretty much, I was this close into failing, and I passed miraculously. But yeah. Anyways, but yeah, so pretty much, They threatened to take my phone away when I was there once, and I said, "You don't pay for my phone bill." My mom did cuss them out because they didn't do nothing. I don't know if I mentioned that, but sorry if I re-mentioned it. But yeah, um, but yeah, my mom overall, like, it just like it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. Like we had to cuss them out and everything. I still done nothing. But yeah, that was my middle school experience in a nutshell. I met I had a best friend, a close best friend, and me and her acquaintances, we still talk here, back and forth. She moved to Ohio. You know, life takes you into different directions. And same thing with one friend I had in 7th grade. Her name was Brooke, and she moved, and life went different ways. So yeah, actually, Aaliyah was featured in my videos. One of them at least. It was the Ariana Grande fan commercial for Cloud. She was in that video, and that's who I met. So yeah. So next up is high school. I can't really say much about high school. 9th grade, I went to Woodrow, and it was okay. I mean, it was nothing really crazy. I had an annoying homeroom teacher. She was pretty annoying. I couldn't really stand her. I called her Mike Wazowski. I met my bestie, Michaela, who she will probably be watching the video, so hi, Michaela. I met my best friend, Michaela, that I still am best friends till this day, even though we live about 45 minutes away from each other. We're still best friends. We still FaceTime each other every single day. But she overall has become my best friend. She's been there for me through everything. So, yeah. So, love you, girl. But anyways, so I met her, and then I moved in between the high schools during September, October, or I think it was November. I went there August, September, October, the last day of October, which was Halloween, and then I went there in November, and then I went to a different school in November, which was Princeton, which I graduated from, and I pretty much, it was weird because I went through November, December, and January, February, and then some of March because COVID happened during my 9th grade year, and I didn't really get I did get a lot of my 9th grade year. So yeah, it was pretty positive. Nothing really happened. I had a lot of friends. 10th grade year, I did fail 9th grade though, and I had to repeat some of the grades for 9th grade. 10th grade happened, which was my 9th grade year, but I'm gonna go by my 10th grade year. It was weird because I didn't go to school that much, and that was because of COVID. They had like this every other day thing, and it was like collide together. But we barely went to school like at all. I remember during October we went probably twice that whole month. I remember November and December. I remember November we barely went either. December, I remember Christmas break. We didn't even go back to school till almost like near the end of February because the COVID was so bad. So I didn't really have much of a high school experience in 10th grade either. 11th grade, it was still COVID. And it was just overall just, we still had to wear masks, and near the end of the year we didn't have to wear them anymore. And I had a lot of great friends in 11th grade that I'm still friends with till this day. And my friend Becca and a bunch of 11th graders I'm friends with till today. I didn't really have, because I was in 11th grade with the 10th graders, and that was weird. I was in the same right grade. No, it was 10th grade, my bad. It was the 10th grade. I'm so stupid. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. 11th grade year, the 10th grade classes. But anyways. So yeah, so pretty much I met a lot of people in my 11th grade year. And overall it was an amazing experience. I didn't have nothing negative about it. My 12th grade year, which is this year, it was my 11th/12th. My 11th grade, I got caught up with all my credits, so I ended up being a senior, which I graduated. And I wasn't really friends with any of the seniors because I wasn't really in their grade. And then I became friends with a bunch of the seniors and the freshmen. I think my 12th grade year was probably the best/worst. I I skipped a lot of school, but at the same time I went, and the people, the freshmen of that high school was the worst freshmen I've ever met, like ever. We had a lot of lockdowns because of ODs and people wanting to do stupid shit, and then yeah, overall it was just terrible. Um, overall, but it got better near the end of the year. And yeah, so I do have a video of like my whole journey in the on a video too. It'll be in the description. But yeah, my high school wasn't bad. It was just my elementary and middle school that was like the worst. My school experience, high school wasn't bad until 12th grade. And it wasn't bad. It was just the freshmen acting like middle schoolers still, because they're still in that stage. But yeah, pretty much nothing happened. So yeah, it's just a lot of freshmen thinking they're cool. But yeah, y'all, that was pretty much my experience. If y'all want a whole thing for my middle school, I didn't want to make it too long for this video, but if y'all want a middle school story time, I will gladly do that. Just let me know down in the comments if you would like that very much, and I will give it to you, because overall, middle school is terrible. I have a lot of story times, a lot more to discuss with it, but yeah, if you guys like that very much, I will pretty much give it to you. Just let me know down in the comments down below if you guys want it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and comment down below what was if you graduated already, what was the worst experience. If you're in high school or whatever, tell me your worst experience overall in school. Is elementary, middle school, high school the worst that you've ever done? Like, just let me know. I actually like the comments, and I like to take time and read them, so when I do get them. But yeah, guys, I love you guys so much, and I'm sorry that I looked like shit in this video because of the allergies going on. I have to keep her off that edge because I don't feel like editing shit out. So yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, guys.
I'd like to thank myself for this honor, since behind every champion is a great moi.